Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're on episode number 3 of Proper Portugal. This is the proper way to do it. It's not the most exciting way in the very beginning. Look at that winter effect, I love it. But it's definitely the proper way, because you end up doing awesome. Totally going to be awesome. See, we have enough diplomatic power saved up, we can actually take the first idea right away. Our policy of free trade is allowing our merchants to expand our trade. Lowers our spy defense, but increases our national trade income modifier by 10%. That is really good. That means that instead of making this number in here, we get merchant and then trade efficiency. Or wait, no. I'm thinking of the wrong one. Trade efficiency. Oh, trade efficiency applies there, and then what? Oh, and then it gets multiplied again by that. Sweet. That's not bad. So 4.65. Or where is it getting multiplied in there? It must be getting multiplied somewhere. Oh, I apologize. I just read it wrong. Merchant present, and then trade efficiency is 15 for a total of plus 25. Which is why it says 25 here. So it's the same number. Okay. Focus, 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 focus. The other advantage to exploring like we did is that you get really good trade steering, which helps out with forcing stuff our way. In fact, it might even make sense to split our ships a bit and force... We could really pull the trade from Genoa into here. I think that in general it is better to do that, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll split, and I want you to stop being led by that guy. So you're still in Sevilla, and you are going to be this guy. You're going to go patrol Genoa. And let's see how much that changes. A second ago we were making like, yeah, 4 something. We have 2.3 power, pulling 5.1. Just pull another 0.6. And that's with like no maintenance on the ships either. So the trade power you get from the ships is half. But, 4 point something. Yeah, I think it's better. Plus it's making our neighbor more money. Not that they care. Okay, we're almost there. 1 more month. Yeah, national idea. Should we take it? Or should we wait? Maybe see if Castile gets... No, we want it first. We're the first. And we're going to take exploration ideas. Exploration ideas? Yep, that's the one we want. Okay. We're going to take colonists. Okay. Good to go. Good, good, good. Okay, go back down to speed 4 so I don't play too fast. And now, we still have that revolt risk here. Doesn't look like it. So we don't have to worry about it. And, now we're going to send our missionary, or not missionary, our settler right away. And the only one that's available is, we can get Cape Verde, actually. So let's take that one right away. That'll be our first one. Cape Verde. And then we'll go to Rio de Oro as well. And see, the thing about Cape Verde is that it has no natives. So there's no chance that they're going to rebel. So we just send our guy there first. Meanwhile, we wait for our ships. We attach. And we're going to drop off a bunch of men over here. And it's going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Now, I should really... You know what? Actually, we do want to have a guy. I think we have a general. We might as well use him, because we're going to have to fight the peoples when we land. Always happens. They always pop out. They're just jerks. We wouldn't even be able to go land from here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, is the colonist there yet? He is. Wonderful. So we're going to recall him. No risk of an uprising because there's no natives. It's just an uncolonized little plant. Okay? Now, let's go back to the calculations for colonial maintenance. I know for sure the way that it's calculated is the monthly maintenance cost is 2/3 of the base tax income for the first 2 colonies. So this one has a base income of... Well, we can tell just from looking right here. If the base cost of the Azores is 2, then the actual cost, or the base tax income, is 3. Cape Verde has a base cost of 1, which means that the cost is 0.66. 2/3 of 1. The third colony you take is 100% of the actual cost. So instead of being 2/3, it'll be 1. So it's very not risky to take on a third colony if it only has one base tax income. So we're going to do that. We're going to send our guy here. There's the rebels, and of course we have no military maintenance, but they're just rebels, so we should be fine. We have, we're on the defense, actually. And what kind of, they're using halberd infantry, they're offensive. That's interesting, it's fine. So we got those guys, and I'm actually going to pick up pretty much the entire army, because we're going to need a lot of them down in Africa. Now something that's really, really important that I learned is that when you are playing like anybody, be very careful about going below 25% of your manpower. You can get a really, really nasty event called like the Peasants War, which is just terrible. Super, super terrible. And it'll never fire if you have at least 25% of the maximum of your manpower. So in our case, that'd be like a little bit over 4,200. So I'm not going to dip below that. Unfortunately, we... Oh, look at that. We're not suffering... actually, that's weird. It says that we are... Oh, the supply limit's 16. Okay, that's fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yep. Good, good, good. And new national decisions available. This one we will take now. Maybe. No, let's boost stability a bit. I don't know why. People like stability. I like stability. No, let's take the taxes. Can't make up my mind. And we do want to definitely start taking the other technology as well. We'll start getting military tech up. I love the land morale plus 0.5. Super, super valuable. Military tactics is super valuable. Helps out with siege speed and all kinds of good stuff. Plus you can make an armory, which we want. We want all kinds of stuff. Look at all this money that we have. Isn't it ridiculous? Yeah, we'll probably go around there. That should be sufficient, I think. Now, can we build any buildings yet? Probably not. Of course not. Nope, nope. We're already at our naval force limit. Army force limit, we could make some more. But they just cost money. And I don't think we're going to need them for a little bit. We'll hold off on making more military until it's time to tend to like 2 or 3 different colonies at a time. So we have 3 colonies right now. The only reason I didn't send the colonists to the Azores first is because you can't reach them. It's weird. You actually start with a province that's outside of your settler range. So you can't send your first guy here. It says it's 184 and our colonial range is 160. It's too bad. But, so anytime these guys, these ferocious natives, rebel, they will just fight our army. Now, I could do this thing, attack the natives and just kill them. But by having them here, it's going to increase the base tax income by 0.8. And we don't have to pay for that extra 0.8 while it's growing. So you get the advantage of having the colony with a higher tax income without having to pay a higher maintenance fee while building it. And it also increases manpower. So that's good. And it's not a big deal since we have nothing to use our military for. Somebody's fabricating a claim, don't care. No, they fabricate claims, it's just something they do. They don't ever attack us though. Not a big deal. And disputed succession, don't care. We are pacifists. We just want to kill... By pacifists, I mean the only one we care about are the natives. We're going to kill the natives. Boo! Our treasurers are arguing that we need to enact some reforms in our economic policies. A new master of mint will also be needed to take care of the economy. Well, considering we have the inflation reducing guy, let's just do that. We're also not going to be building anything for a while. I'm probably going to avoid building anything, actually. Really, until we take the second idea group, which will be economic ideas, and we get this organized construction, minus 20%. It'll be awesome. Plus, as the Portuguese, we get this, another 25%. So, waiting to start building everything in the entire nation is going to be really good if we wait for both of those. So, alright, so that's the first time they attack. It's not a big deal. We'll just kill them. And we just have to make sure that we don't spread ourselves so thin that the army can't reinforce. Alright, there goes our relations with England. Let's go back to the Papal State then. And I'm going to close the Axis ones because I don't care about those. And we're not going to be doing any covert actions for a while. We just don't need to be sneaky. Papal State. Improve relations. Very nice. First one to grow will probably be the Azores. Azores. So let's talk about how these numbers work. So every single year, on the year, I believe it's on the first of the year, or like the first day that it was formed. Oh, sweet. Some of the local natives have been assimilated into the colony's population. With the additional population, we have a lot bigger faith in the feasibility of Rio de Oro. Nice. So every single year, they'll gain just a flat 45. And every single month, on the first day of the month, there is a chance that your settler will increase the population by 30. When I first was playing through in the previous Portugal playthrough, the population would go up by 3 or 4, and I'd be like, no, it doesn't look like it's working, I don't understand, the tooltip looks wrong. Well, what's actually happening is they're taking the 45 per year, dividing it by 12 months, and then increasing it every month. It just ticks up a little bit. And then the times where he actually increases the population by 30, it will go up by 30 on the month. So 4% chance at 30 per year, 12 months in a year, 4% chance at 30 per month, and there's 12 months in a year. So the most he could possibly do if he ticked every single time would be 360. 360 times 4% is 16.2 per year. So that's where that average growth comes from. As the population of the settlement gets bigger, his likelihood of attracting more people will grow. So he gets more and more and more likely. So the bigger your settlements are, the more likely they are to finish if you have a settler there. So in general, I find it's better to send your settler to wherever he's going to have the highest likelihood of causing additional settlers. Sometimes that's going to be a 900 population colony. Other times that might be a brand new colony in the Caribbeans or something that has, just really high settler chance. But we're going to definitely, here's my plan, is that we're going to take some African colonies, because we have to, there's nothing else we can reach at first. We're going to hopscotch our way. We're going to go basically somewhere in here, somewhere over here, then we'll probably get something in here, over into the coast of America, North America, and then we're actually going to go all the way up to Greenland to block anybody else from coming. It's just going to be ours. No one can have it. We're only going to colonize coastal provinces because that's just that's what I've learned. You don't need to go inland at all until every single coastal province is taken. And this time, colonization madness, I think we're going to do awesome. We're going to get every colony. I really do think we can prevent anyone else from coming across the ocean. At all. Period. And that's the mission of this playthrough. So, proper Portugal. The cockblock Portugal. What? What did he say? Can't believe he just said that. Alright, so we're close to getting the... This one doesn't really do anything for us because we've already got some explorers. We don't have a conquistador yet, but we don't need it. Really looking forward to getting our first colony up, though. I do think we're going to make... I'm tempted to just make a couple regiments because our manpower is capped. And I don't want to waste that growth. So we'll build like 2. We'll build a couple infantry. We're gaining 151 per month, so that's like 1,800 per year. So we're storing up an extra year's worth of manpower by training those guys. Gotta manage manpower. That's another thing I've learned. You really, really need to pay close attention to your manpower. This ship has never been repaired here. I really don't want to repair it. Oh shoot, one of our explorers is dead. Well, I guess that's not a big deal. You only really need one explorer. In fact, short of getting the initial prestige, I usually kind of ignore my explorer. Now, one of our explorers was... We had them both working on these, actually. I think we'll send him home. And use the other guy to explore. Try to get our prestige up a little bit again. Okay, fine. We'll pay for some maintenance, get that darn ship fixed. Ugh. I don't even know if it's worth it, man. Look at that. It's going to cost us 2.3 gold per month just to repair one darn ship. And it's going to take like 7 months. 7 times 2.3 is 6, 15, 16. It's going to take like 16 gold just to repair one ship. Ugh. No, I'm not going to do it. I just think there's more important things to spend money on. I'll wait till some of the other ships are damaged. We're going to do a new unit, send everybody over, send one guy back. These guys go to Genoa again, and I left this guy in charge of that one, and you're going to go explore a little bit more so that we can have some more prestige. And there we go. So his settler chance is really low there. No! One of our colonies has suffered from a run of poor harvests. This has led to food shortages and the colonies looking less attractive. It's not good. Settler chance here is 19%. Here is only 8%. Still can't reach this one. So even though... Yeah, I'm going to recall him, and actually we're going to focus on Cape Verde. We've also got that penalty here. This one's considered tropical, so just an extra -10. That no adjacent controlled can be eliminated if you put them directly next to each other. Even two colonies next to each other will get rid of that penalty. Unfortunately, islands pretty much always have it. Castile likes us. Call to arms from Aragon. The nation of Aragon, your faithful ally, is requesting that you come to their aid in the conflict between all of those people, including Castile. This is a war they have started. No. Nope. We're gonna lose some prestige for it, but no. Don't care. You can hate me all you want. Because I'm not gonna fight Castile. Perhaps getting in an alliance with them was not a good idea. We could jump in on the side of Castile. Who did you attack again? You attacked attacker against Austria and the Aragonese conquest of Corsica. Wow. Corsica. Interesting. So they're trying to attack this thing, which is owned by Genoa. Well, if we wanted to, we could enforce a peace. We could side with Austria. No, we can't actually do that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to care. We're just going to let them fight. It's fine. Hopefully Castile and Aragon will beat each other's troops up so they don't do any expanding. More grain! Rio de Oro. Perfect. And that ship is getting damaged. It's down to 47%. I don't like that at all, but it's on its way back, so it should be fine. Sending it into those 3 ocean zones is what caused all the damage. And we'll go ahead and grab one of these other ships here for him. And we'll just switch him over to the other ship and have him keep exploring so we get our prestige higher to kind of make up for that alliance. And we'll go from there. I'm going to take a little break. I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.